Proverbs 13:9. The light of the righteous rejoiceth, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. The light represents the doctrine of truth that the righteous have in their minds, right? But the lamp of the wicked shall be put out, okay? So that is the knowledge of the lies that the wicked have. And their lamp, as it says here, shall be put out. Let's look at some traits of the wicked. All right, here we are in Exodus 23, verse 1. It says, "Thou shalt not raise a false report." Reminds you of a Karen, right? Or somebody like that, you know? It says, "Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness." So if you are a wicked person, you are unrighteous, and your witness bears no credence, right? And you are considered a person of incredulity, no credibility whatsoever. So, in other words, you cannot be trusted. 2 Ezra 15:3. Yahweh tells us, "Fear not the imaginations against thee." That would be those lying witnesses, right? "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." Because as you recall, that a false witness is a lie, okay? Verse 4, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Okay? So, the word faith, let's get into the definition. All right? Make sure you're using Edom Online. Faithful. Sincere, sincerely religious, devout, pious. Okay? So it means devout, pious. All right? Sincerely religious, which means keeping to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and believing on his word and his name, their names, in truth and sincerity, and doing the works thereof. Here we are in Job 18, verse 5. "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him." To further express the importance and to differentiate between darkness and light, all right, here's Luke chapter 11, verse 36. I'll begin at 35. "Take heed, therefore, that the light which is in thee be not darkness. If thy whole body therefore be full of light, having no dark part, the whole shall be full of light. And when the bright shining of a candle doth give thee light." All right? Shalakia. Let me read that again. "If thy whole body therefore be full of light, having no dark part, the whole shall be full of light, as when the bright shining of a candle doeth give thee light." I scrolled up a little bit to verse 33. I feel it's equally important. It's all together. So these are important pieces of information, right? To make sure you get the point. Verse 33. "No man, when he hath lighted a candle, putteth it in a secret place, neither under a bushel, but on a candlestick, that they which come in may see the light." Okay? So that means these words are words of truth. And if you have words of truth, then they are light, because the eyes are the light of the body, right? And if your whole body be full of light, then that means you're awake. You are aware of your surroundings. You are aware of who's who. You can discern or make the difference or distinction between what is righteous and what is unrighteous, what is light and what is darkness, right? All right, so I'll provide another example of the wicked. All right, here we are in Proverbs 29, verse 2. And this is plain. "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right. So if you see someone bearing rule, and that would be, your administrative authority, and the people, are mourning, are crying out the many injustices that they face, the unfair treatment, the low wages, and the like, then you know that the wicked are in rulership. All right? And until that is changed, the people will continue to mourn. So you know the difference. All right, so I'm going to end that there. And to the next one, Shalom.